Okay, so the next feature is going to be the soap note option. So no matter where you are when you're in your work with your patient, you can come to this past medical history screen. If there's already past medical history, it will automatically regenerate, right? It's been saved. So you can make changes or saves. However, you are going to see this little option here called Visit Note. So if we click on that, it will take us to a soap note option. All right, so let's just go start with putting in current notes and current day notes, and then we'll take a look at how to do some previous visit notes. It is going to require some information. So some of this will be things like heights, weights, blood pressure, systolic, diastolic. BMI will generate automatically. It is just a formula, so that component is locked out, so you do not have to do anything there. Pulse rate, respiration, temperature, pulse ox. These two are not required, head or chest circumference. These are just options. If you had a pediatric patient and let's say you wanted to add those particular measures. For temperature, you should choose a method. Once you click on it, you'll see this nice little drop-down arrow. So when you click on the drop-down arrow, you get your major methods of taking temperature. So you should indicate that as well. You will then indicate your pain level, anything from a 0 up to a 10, right? That is one of the components or things that you should be asking your patients at every visit. All right, then you've got the rest of your SOAP note, and it really does follow the S with subjective, O with objective, right? A with assessment, P with plan. So you can just go ahead and just start literally typing, right, inside each of these. And this is really open for you for interpretation on how you sort of generate this. Now you can cancel and clear everything out, or you can add this SOAP note to the patient's chart. So if you added the SOAP note, right, you would have to add all relevant information. It will not let you move on until you've completed all of the relevant pieces. So things like patient name, date, BMI will be automatic, but all of this stuff except for the head and chest circumference and your method do need to be entered before you can save a SOAP note. So hopefully that makes sense. So now let's say, just like any patient, you might have multiple SOAP notes. While the default is to take you sort of to a new dates SOAP note so that you can enter new information, if you are in this location, you will see this little option that says view previous SOAP notes. So you will see I was just playing around, and so I have some additional SOAP notes in there, and they'll just be listed in date category. You'll see that I have double saved these. You could potentially, right, get some of those out of there. However, if you click on it, on any one of the visits that are in the list, you will have the option of all the lists, so you can look by dates, etc., etc. You would want to go and you could potentially then open that visit. If you click open visit without having something highlighted, it will give you an error message, right? So there's no visit to open. You do have to open something, right, that is highlighted here in blue so that there's an actual visit. And once you do that, it will pull open the visit. And so you can go in there, right, and take a peek at previous SOAP notes. You can make some updates, although I recommend obviously against that. In real life, you wouldn't be allowed to make a lot of updates. You can print that SOAP visit by simply clicking print sheet. So if you need to print a copy for this patient, and again, the patient's information stays right at the top portion of the screen. So that was a quick tutorial on how the SOAP note feature works for this EHR. Next up will be the scheduler. Enjoy.